Welcome back to Adventures with Disabilities. And here we are going on a fantastic adventure this morning. We are going to an event that is being put on by R.O.D.S. R.O.D.S is an organization that helps Down syndrome children find homes and families. And I want to briefly share with you why I decided to get involved with R.O.D.S. The lovely man you are seeing on the front of your screen, his name is Reid Cornish. Now, I used to have to do infusions for my multiple sclerosis. And when I had to go do them, we had to travel about 2 hours to get to the infusion center. And on our way there, when we were almost to the infusion center, we always got stopped at a red stoplight. And I would look over and I would see this man right here, Reid Cornish, rollerblading in a parking lot. He was rollerblading his heart out. Now, if any of you know me well, you will know that I love rollerblading. It was always my favorite thing to do. However, I can no longer rollerblade, and it makes me sad. I used to do flips, tricks. I could skate really fast, but I can't do it anymore because multiple sclerosis has stopped me from doing that. So when I saw Reid Cornish in that parking lot rollerblading, I was so excited, guys. I saw him for roughly about 7 years going to my multiple sclerosis infusions. At one of my infusions, I knew I had to stop and get an autograph and meet this man. But unfortunately, I could never do it because I would always be late to my infusions. And then after I got done with my infusions, they took a couple of hours, and by the time I was done, I wasn't feeling quite well, and we had to hurry and head back home, and I never got the chance to stop and meet this guy. But here's the cool thing. I have beautiful aunts and a wonderful mother who went back one day while I was at my infusion. And they got his autograph for me. Can you believe it? So check this out, guys. I don't know if you'll see this very well on my screen. Look at him. He is so happy skating. Like the happiest guy. He just loves it. There is... Oh, guys, that's him signing my autograph. Can you believe it? Love it. There's actually a video I will link in the description below, and it's very well done and very well edited. And it's a video about this man, Reid Cornish. Now, I'm telling you, if you want some inspiration in your life, this man right here, he's got it for you. Let me read to you the autograph he signed for me. Pay attention to this, guys. Pay attention to the words that he shares. Absolutely awe-inspiring. Reid Cornish, keep your head up and look on the bright side. Whenever I'm having a rough day with multiple sclerosis, and whenever I am struggling with anything I'm going through in life, I always look back at these words that he wrote to me. Keep your head up and look on the bright side. He is the reason why I decided to get involved today and go to the R.O.D.S event. We are going to the R.O.D.S event right now, guys. And guess what? Because we're going on an adventure, you guys are going to come along with us. You guys ready to roll along with us? Come on, guys. Come roll along with us and let's go have a fun time at a great event that does great things for Down syndrome children. Ready for it, guys? Let's go! R.O.D.S Heroes event. It is an event put on by R.O.D.S to help Down syndrome children get adopted into families when they don't have families and they're orphaned. I want to share with you today that Brady and Andrea Murray started the R.O.D.S Foundation in 2012, and as you can see, there's a lot of people out here. They are getting ready to do a 5K, a 1K, and coming up after that, there's going to be a polar plunge in freezing cold water. So, come roll along with us and let's have an adventure. 1, 2, 3.
Go.
Ready? Hey guys, we are here with Brady Murray from the R.O.D.S Foundation. So Brady, tell us a little bit about how R.O.D.S got started.
That's great. We're actually celebrating our 10-year anniversary this year. It was from the inspiration of my son who was born with Down syndrome. And we found out after Nash was born, we got super involved in the Down syndrome community and found out there's orphans all throughout the world that are abandoned when they're born simply because they have Down syndrome. We decided to do something about it and start this foundation to help orphan children get adopted.
That's awesome. So, can you tell us, what does R.O.D.S specifically stand for?
Absolutely. It's our racing origins. So, racing for orphans with Down syndrome. That's what R.O.D.S stands for.
Awesome. And our last and final question for you. What inspired you to keep going in life and not give up?
It's these kids. Like, I know right now, I'm aware of 491 children throughout the world that are eligible to be adopted that have Down syndrome. That's the inspiration. That's why we want to keep going.
Oh my gosh, heck yeah. Thank you, Brady, for taking the time out to interview with us. We're going to high five you out of here.
Thank you.
Awesome job.
Here we
High
go.
five. Thanks.
Awesome. This is amazing. You guys are the R.O.D.S heroes. And super quick, I just want to show you what your work and your efforts to run does. And so the inspiration for R.O.D.S started with my son Nash when he was born. He's 14, and that's that guy right there. Because of Nash, we were inspired. Come here, Coop. Hurry, come here. Come here, buddy. We were inspired to adopt this little guy, Cooper. Cooper was abandoned on a street corner in Tianjin, China, when he was guesstimated at 6 months old. He spent 4 years in an orphanage, and then we adopted him in 2016. And this is this guy right here. And I also want to have Maggie. Where's Maggie at? Right there. Maggie is also another one of the R.O.D.S Heroes orphans that we were able to help. And she is from Colombia. How long has she been home now? 5 years. And so far we've had 64 orphans that have been able to be been able to have a home, that a family is able to bring them into their home and adopt them. So here's 2 perfect examples of why you're here today. And you're going to see pictures of orphans that we're trying to help right now. And each of you on your little bib have a name of an orphan right now that is in the world that is eligible to be adopted. And so just think about that child as you're running. So thank you for your participation today, guys.
Hey guys, we are here with Michael McKnight. He is part of the R.O.D.S Foundation. So Mike, do you want to tell us a little bit about how you got involved with R.O.D.S?
Yeah, it's kind of ironic. So I just applied for a job to work for Brady Murray, the founder. He works at a financial firm, and we interviewed for that position. And during the interview, he told me he felt like I wasn't a fit for that position, but then he told me about R.O.D.S and how he was looking for somebody to run it. And so we talked, I learned about the organization, and then through all the whole process, I found out that R.O.D.S actually helped my sister Ginger, who adopted a girl with Down syndrome. R.O.D.S wrote her the final check she needed to bring her daughter Maggie home. So in making that connection, I was like, oh wow, this is meant to be. So I started work with them ever since I made that connection.
Awesome. We appreciate you sharing this. So our next question for you is something a little different than R.O.D.S. How did you get into ultra marathon running?
Oh, that's a long answer.
That's okay.
Yeah.
You can keep it short.
Yeah, I'll give you the condensed
Just for
version.
time.
So basically, I broke my back. I had to drop out of college, and I recovered a lot faster than the doctor told me I would. And so since I didn't have college classes, I just started running a lot every single day. And through all that running, I got connected to the trail runner Facebook group here in Logan, Utah, and I met a local runner named Cody Draper, and he told me about ultramarathons, which was completely new and foreign to me. And so he invited me on a trail run with him, and I just fell in love with that kind of environment and just jumped right in. So in a roundabout way, I found ultra marathons from breaking my back.
I think that's crazy. Can you believe it, guys? He broke his back and now he runs ultra marathons. I can't do that. No thanks. Our last and final question for you today is, what inspires you to keep going and not give up?
So, two answers. I have an amazing crew, my wife. There's a lot of times I do feel like quitting, but she talks me out of it. And then also just, going back to breaking my back, I thought I could be paralyzed. I didn't know what was going to happen when I broke it. And so just the fact that I recovered fast and that I'm able to run these distances, and it's basically, I look at it as a blessing, and since I can do it, I choose to do it and just try to appreciate it.
That's awesome. All right, we're going to high-five you out of here and let you get back to the event.
We missed.
That's okay.
There you go.
All right. Thanks
guys.
for doing that interview.
Yeah,
See you later.
thank you.
Here with us, with Maggie and Paisley. So briefly, we are going to have Ginger share with us how she got involved with R.O.D.S.
So, we were all set to adopt Maggie about a month before we were to travel to Colombia. We were short the funds to go to Colombia, and by divine intervention, we found out about R.O.D.S, and they came in at the last minute and funded our travel to Colombia to go get Maggie.
That's awesome. So, will you briefly tell us a little bit about your journey and experience going to Colombia to pick up Maggie?
Yeah. Colombia was incredible. Our journey to Maggie was filled with many miracles, many divine interventions, and it was very clear that Maggie was meant to be our daughter.
Awesome. And our final and last question before we let Ginger Price go, what inspires you to keep going in life?
This girl and this girl. Maggie has Down syndrome, Paisley has autism, and they both keep me pushing, and they keep me looking outside of the box for answers in life, because especially this one, she's helped me realize that answers aren't always where we think they're going to be.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys, thanks for doing an interview with us. High five. We're going to high five you out. High five. High five. Oh, high five. All right. All right, guys, we are now here at the R.O.D.S Polar Plunge event. All these awesome, brave people are gonna plunge right into that freezing cold water. They are crazy. There's no way I could do that having multiple sclerosis, but we are so excited to watch everyone jump in and freeze.
Last time we did this, we tried to stay in for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 45 seconds. Some people did it for like 12 minutes last year, but just do whatever you can.
guys, what an awesome adventure. Didn't you just love that? Thank you so much for coming along with us on this fantastic adventure to support the organization R.O.D.S. They are doing such amazing things to help Down syndrome children find forever families. We are going to link in the descriptions below all the details about R.O.D.S. so that if you are inspired and you would like to donate, get involved, or just check out this wonderful organization, you will be able to do that. In the description below, we will link all of the details. We are also going to be linking a film starring Michael McKnight, who we interviewed today at the R.O.D.S. event. Now, that guy has a very heroic journey from breaking his back to becoming an ultra marathon runner. I'm telling you right now, guys, if you want to get some inspiration, watch his film. It is fantastic. I will also link that below for you. And as always, guys, thank you so much for joining us on this adventure. Keep smiling. Put on a brave face when you go out into the world. And don't ever give up. High five for joining us today. And until next time, guys, have a great day. Woo! Out we are.